Hey peeps, what's up? Manchi here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can root your Android device running Android 13 with a custom recovery. Now, those of you who do not have a custom recovery, we have a separate video on how to root Android 13 without a custom recovery. That video can be found in the description of this video. So, of course, you do need an unlocked bootloader, and for devices which I own, how to install a custom recovery videos for those can be found in the description of this video. First thing you need to do is you will go to the official page of Magisk. Again, all relevant links and all the apps which you're using in this video are linked in the description. So this is the official page of Magisk on GitHub. We go to the downloads section, and at the time of recording this video we have Magisk version 25.2, which is the latest, and we are going to select that. Once you select that, you will land up on a page like this. Herein, expand assets if it is not already expanded, and we need the Magisk APK. You do not need the stub release or the source code. We need the Magisk APK. Select it. It is going to download it, and once the file has downloaded successfully, the next thing we need to do is we will open a file manager application which will let us rename files and copy paste files. I am using FX File Manager. You are free to use any file manager application which you want to. So this is the main page of FX File Manager. We will go into main storage. We can change the view as list view because that is what I am comfortable with, and then any files which you download on your device are downloaded into the download folder. So we are going to select download folder. Once we are inside download folder, this here is the Magisk APK which we have just downloaded. So press and hold on it, and then three dot menu on the top right, and we are going to select rename. Tap on after the K and then delete APK. We are going to rename this file to zip. So the name is going to be magisk version 25.2 dot zip, and that is it. The file has been successfully renamed. Next thing we need is to copy this file and create a replica and rename that. So press and hold, and then we are going to say copy, select clipboard, and we are going to say paste and select OK. So now we have another file with the same name, but you have one in the brackets. So we're going to select that file which we just pasted, press and hold, make sure it is highlighted, three dot menu on the top right, and we are going to say rename one more time. And as you can see, Magisk version 25.2 in parentheses we have one is highlighted. So press the backspace key on the keyboard, and we are going to rename this file to uninstall. So here it is, we have renamed the file to uninstall.zip, and we are going to select OK. And before you ask me, hey Manji, why are we renaming the Magisk file to uninstall.zip? So this is our failsafe. In case you get into a boot loop, you want to uninstall Magisk, this is the file which is going to come in handy, and of course I will show you that process later in this video. The next thing we need to do is we need to flash this Magisk zip. So we need to boot into our custom recovery. Now the process of booting into a custom recovery might be different for your device, but for most devices which I own, you just go ahead, access the power menu, and in Android 13 you can access the power menu from your quick settings panel as well. And we are going to say restart. As soon as the screen goes black, we are going to press and hold volume up, and that is going to make sure that we boot into our custom recovery. So pressing and holding volume up, here it is, team win splash image, which means we are booting into our custom recovery, and in my case I am using TWRP. If you're using Orange Fox, Pitch Black, the steps will remain the same. Just make sure you are using the recovery which your device supports. So herein we are going to go into install, and this here is my internal storage. Now if you're not able to access your internal storage, you may want to place the Magisk zip in your USB OTG, and then you can use select storage at the bottom to either select your micro SD or your USB OTG. In my case, I am able to access my internal storage without any issues. So we are going to go into the download folder, and herein all you need to do is select the Magisk zip file and then swipe to confirm flash. Now before I swipe to confirm flash, if you have a device with a dynamic partition, you might see an option over here to inject TWRP or inject your recovery after flashing a zip file. make sure that option is unchecked. Again, that option needs to be unchecked for devices which have dynamic partitions. In my case, this device does not have a dynamic partition, so we selected the Magisk zip file and we swiped to confirm flash. And then once the process has finished successfully, the next thing you need to do is just select reboot system. There it is, process finished, select reboot system. So we're back into Android and we can open our application drawer. Of course, make sure you do have an active internet connection, and pretty soon the Magisk app should appear in our application drawer. There it is, you can see the Magisk app has appeared. Now, what if the Magisk app does not appear for you? You will go back into your file manager application, go to the download folder, rename the zip file, the Magisk zip to .apk, and then you should be able to install the APK normally. But in my case, let us select the Magisk app and it is telling me upgrade to full one. Select OK over here. It is going to download the APK, and then you do need to let Magisk install APKs on your device, and we are going to say update over here. And once that is done, the icon changed automatically. Let us open Magisk, and of course with Android 13 it is going to ask you explicitly whether you want to let it send you notifications or not, and I will select allow. Feel free to select not allow as well, but here it is, you can see Magisk is installed, version is 25.2. This means my device is rooted. On the bottom we have a section for the application. Now the version of Magisk and the version of app can differ, but we have successfully rooted our device running Android 13. Now, once you have rooted your device, let us say you end up in a boot loop or you want to uninstall Magisk. What do you do? So here it is, my device right now is rooted. You can see Magisk is installed, version is 25.2. We need to boot back into our custom recovery. So we are going to select reboot, and as soon as we see the screen go black, we are going to press and hold volume up, which is going to ensure that we boot into our custom recovery. So we have the boot logo for our device, pressing and holding volume up. We have the TeamWin splash image, which means pretty soon we are going to boot into our custom recovery, which in my case is TWRP. And in case you are in a boot loop, then all you need to do is press and hold power and volume up. Keep pressing and holding it till your device boots into your custom recovery. Herein we are going to go into install. And then if you are in your internal storage, or say you have the uninstall zip which we created at the beginning of the video in your micro SD, in your USB OTG, you can change the storage by selecting select storage. In my case, it is in the internal storage in the download folder. So we're going to go into the download folder, herein select uninstall.zip, and then swipe to confirm flash. As always, if you have a device with a dynamic partition, make sure you uncheck the option of injecting your custom recovery, because that might interfere with us uninstalling Magisk. And once this is done, make sure you got no errors. So there it is, there were no errors. All you need to do next is select reboot system. Here it is, we are back in Android. Let us open the Magisk app, and you will notice that Magisk is no longer installed. You can see Magisk is NA, the app is still installed, but at this point, feel free to go into your application information and uninstall the Magisk app as well. And there it is, peeps, we have successfully rooted, unrooted, fixed the boot loop on our Android device running Android 13.